Are you doing alright, yeah? It's Black Caller Radio. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the sub button.
You are now listening to Black Caller Radio.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Did you quit? Could you have continued? That is the number one question I've seen on social media that's been put to you.
Yeah, man, I quit. Threw myself over the ropes.
Told you.
And, I went for the WWE type of move with Rey Mysterio, but it backfired.
The ref went, can you carry on? We sat, it was laid down and he was doing that. I can't continue. Me, I got up, didn't I got up, ready to fight. It's fine. A lot of pressure on it. You know that's what you think.
You and I both know, man.
What do we know?
You know.
I don't know.
We sparred Callum the other day, and I heard about it because I was up there with him.
Yeah.
Quit after 5.
Did I? Quit after 5?
That's what I heard.
Well done, boys.
Thanks, Jen. That's
what you told me.
On my kids' life. On my kids' life.
A question here about sparring. So how far into your camp do you start sparring? Or do you spar like straight through?
Yeah, I sparred Callum Smith 4 weeks ago. He asked me, he just said, can you do some sparring with me? I was training, but like I didn't need to really start sparring, so I did a good spar with Callum Smith. He's like 2 weeks out, fighting Joshua Buatsi for world interim title.
These two warriors deserve every bit of money they're going to get. They deserve every bit of credit they're going to get. That is a classic. That is a bout of the highest order. Fight of the year right there. Smith gets it.
With sparring, yeah, so like at 4 camps, do people find like fighters who have the same build or have the same like fighting stance, or they fight the same to the opponent, or like how do you go on about like finding someone to spar with when you're in camp?
So I need a 6'3", tall, slim, tricky fighter. So like we'll look around for him. We've got this heavyweight in Sheffield. What we tell him to mimic Ben Whittaker, and he does a good job, to be fair.
Okay. And with sparring, do you have to like pay people per round, or how does it work with if you like get someone in for sparring?
If you pay, I've been paid before. So when I was first starting, you get the experience by sparring the best. I've sparred with everyone. So like back in the day when I used to be a paid sparring partner, I'd like get £200 per spar. But like I went to Scotland with Billy Nelson.
Liam Cameron has been up at my gym, and a nicer guy you couldn't meet. So
I think he paid me like 500 quid a week, but they spar nearly every day, them, so they get the money's worth out of you.
Are they like fighters who pretty much just make like most of the money off sparring? They don't really get fights, or is that rare?
It's an hard one, isn't it? It's an hard one because for some reason the boxing community is, I sound a bit cringe, but they like me, don't they? So like they're pushing me, they like give me that upper hand, they're pushing me for me ban and stuff, me unfair ban and what's happened in my life. They're like kind of rewarding me, and it's unbelievable support. you couldn't imagine the messages I get, and it's crazy.
I'll speak about messages. Yeah, in the press conference, Ben, he took a jab at your airline.
It gave him this new fame. It's gave him his new followers. Under that bucket hat, it's gave him a new hairline as well. I just want to see the new hairline that I brought in, man. Take that bucket off,
can't
man.
do me dirty like that.
Come on, man.
Not live on Sky
let the people know what the doctor is and just show. Whoa.
Cheers, Ben. Cheers. Thank you. Can we have a round of
Look at the
applause
boy in
for Ben
striped
for my
pajamas,
career?
man. Look good. I'm fighting Shmuel next.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Drake.
Yeah, but you got a sponsorship.
I'm here at the clinic. It's happening. I'm having hair done. Can't believe it. 3 days ago, I didn't even know having it done. So it's going to go live on Instagram and Dr. Hair Clinic. So make sure you watch it. If you want to have a laugh, yeah, watch it. Yeah, the man what did it, actually, like, I hate Ben Whittaker, I want to do it for now this time over. Shouldn't have slagged your airline off. So he's like doing videos off that press conference to boost this channel now. So it's, with Ben mentioning it, it's like getting back to the transplant man.
Yeah, it's promo.
I like bucket hat. I'm like gonna get bucket hats made. And like with my logo on and the Warlord one, that's my. He's bought the rights now for only him to sponsor me.
A Warlord, yeah, big them up, big them up. We got Warlord. Well, that's good though. When you fought like Ben Whittaker, people thought he was gonna win and stuff like that. And then after the fight and how it ended, people are just showing you love. Like you're like the people's champ.
Yeah, the people's champ. And like, I won a Commonwealth belt. It's a major title, but like, I'm not no world champion, and I've got support of a world champion. So it just shows you in your life, if you're good to everyone, and you get rewarded, don't you? I'm good to everyone, so on my way down, and I were nice to people, and I've always been a good person. Now my way up, it's good, innit? You know what I'm saying, don't you? Like, whatever it is on your way, be nice to people on your way up, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I turn interviews down. I watch your stuff, and like, this is my way of getting back, coming on here and to a channel what probably needs a bit. No, I don't mean it disrespectful. What needs a bit of help and a bit of boost, and I see that, and I think I'll help that guy out. Do you know what I mean?
Appreciate that. Like with like support, yeah, it's good to support people. Like even me, yeah. Like how I started off was like Time gave me a platform where I used to call them up.
I was thinking about these streams, you know, I prefer to just do these, you know what I mean? But it's something different, innit? The Black Caller.
How you doing, alright, yeah?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, man. When you went to Dublin, yeah, did you bump into Eddie Hearn?
You know, he was staying at the Hilton Hotel, which was about 5 minutes away from where I was. But I didn't see him. I didn't know he was there until like the last day when we were leaving. Otherwise, I would have gone to see him, to be honest.
How could you think, if you bumped into him, would it have been a bit awkward?
First time I bumped into him, I froze, you know, a few years back. I was with Lee Wood, you know, at some kind of Kelbrook press conference in Sheffield, and Eddie Hearn came over, shook our hands, and he was like looking at me smiling, you know what I mean, saying, "Why don't you ask Coogan for an interview?" Because he enjoyed the interviews that I did with Coogan, you know, back in the day. But I kind of froze, man, and it was a bit awkward because he was looking at me smiling, and I just fucking froze like a rabbit in the headlights.
So I used to go on, like, kind of be a troll, but like actually be real with him. And then people should start the channel. And then like, when people come on, yeah, that's why I give people a platform. As like someone gave me a platform, it's good to give back.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah,
you can see Tyan as well. He's not bitter towards you one bit.
Yeah.
You can tell he's happy for you, and like he bigs you up and stuff. And he could say, "Oh, I've given you this, I've given you that," and you never hear him say it. Well, I haven't.
Yeah, big up Titan. Like with the support that you got here, who was like someone like famous or someone that you never thought like heard of you, and they reached out to you after the Ben Whittaker fight?
I did an interview with this girl. I think she's called Snooker. I think she does BBC Radio X yesterday, and I told her I can remember watching you in Celebrity Jungle, and she come to London to do an interview. We're mad.
That's the thing. Like whenever you're doing good, you never know like who's watching.
No, that's one thing. Like I was watching your stuff for months without even commenting.
Oh, swear down.
I used to just because like I watched it from Tyan's, and I just thought, oh, Tyan on live. I watch this guy now because it's just seeing what conversations about. Because I used to like it when it used to kick off, but then I think you've got to a point now in your channel where it's not a good look, is it, when there's too much kicking off? Like you've got people in chat like saying racial stuff and that, and I hear people saying racist stuff and that on your channel. And if it were me, I'd just kick them. I'd just block anyone what says any racial words. It's because then if they like the channel that bad, no one else is going to say it, are they? Because it's all about respecting it.
Oh, that's true. But with YouTube is like a weird place where they are strict on certain things and strict on like things that should actually be strict on and stuff that is not. So with like racial stuff, like people's been on my panel and said like racial stuff, and like, nothing's happened. Like YouTube hasn't done nothing, which I'm not saying that YouTube should do something, but like if you do like other stuff, like for example, if you play something, they'll shut you down. Yeah. So like with YouTube, just a weird place, man. But I do hear what you're saying about the racial stuff, because on my platform people say it a lot, but like, I think people do it to like trigger or like people just from areas where it's not like multicultural. Yeah, because I'm from like a multicultural place.
Just for instance, IFL did your channel's got 10,000 views, you built it up. IFL's done a post the other day asking for interviewers.
Do you want to work for IFL TV? Do you have a passion for boxing? Do you have an in-depth knowledge of boxing and all its players? Do you have a hunger to travel the world?
Get exclusive access where fans never do.
To ask the questions that all boxing fans are dying to hear. Then this is your moment.
IFL TV are on the lookout for fresh, dynamic talent to join the team.
You think you've got what it takes to bring that extra punch to IFL TV.
So here's what you need to do.
Send us a short reel and tell us why you're perfect for the job.
Who would you like to interview? What questions would you ask them?
So email your reel to
info@ifltv.com. Let's make 2025 your breakthrough year.
So if you think you got what it takes to be the next face of IFL, we need one. Get in touch.
It's a new year, a new chapter, and this could be your big opportunity. Don't miss it.
Because the next face of IFL TV could be you.
So let's see what you've got.
Bash! You get that job, then. If I'm not saying you personally, anyone on this YouTube, this is why people aren't growing. Because they're saying racial stuff. There's a part where people will dig stuff up, and once you've dug stuff up and you've said something, you can't erase it. And unfortunately, you're never gonna grow from that.
The thing you said is actually true, you know, with people making it big and then people bring up like old stuff.
Yeah.
So I definitely hear what you're saying.
People are mad. There's like some of them boxing guys, what said they were ex-boxers and that. It's not hard for people to find out on Google who they are, do you know what I mean? And they eat onto themselves and that, and I just think it's crazy. You can't, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of haters in this world. Like even back in the day, I was on Twitter, and this is a good example. Those people who used to tweet wild stuff, like when they was like in uni or college, yeah. And then years later, that they got like big jobs, people find that those tweets and expose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in life, you just got to be careful what you put online and the stuff you say.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just be accountable for it.
And even like, do you know, like I see people come on, like you can see like they're depressed and they shouldn't really be on there. It's like you're doing it in a way, because this is going to make your channel grow if you take care of them and take them off your stream. Because I saw one lad crying yesterday, one man, not on yours and someone else's, and I'm like, he should be protected. People should be protected, because you only got to get said one bad word and they top themselves, and it's not good, is it? You got to, even though it's a YouTube channel, everyone is a human being. Do you know what I mean? Behind the screen, it does hurt. Some people can't take what others can.
That's definitely true, because we don't know what people is going through. Like, we just see people on panels, like going wild, like saying crazy stuff. You never know, like if someone comes on a panel has like a disagreement with someone, then yeah, as you say, they just flipping off themselves. So yeah, man, you're definitely right. But like with like YouTube as well, yeah. Do you think people on YouTube should be like accountable for stuff? Or do you think like people should be let off if they're like drinking or they're under the influence or something? Do you think they should just be accountable?
No, if they're coming on to have a good time and they enjoy it and they can open up and have a good chat, but if they're coming on screaming and that, and it's proper, there's a mad crisis with mental health, isn't there, at the minute? And
speaking about, no, sorry, carry on.
Go on, sorry.
Speaking about mental health, yeah, I saw a stat where there's a higher level of suicide with men because men get mental health and we don't speak about it.
Yeah.
Like men just bottle it up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with mental health, you bottle it up, but there's a time where you do the little cry for help, isn't there? Like, I've done it myself and stuff. There's little cries for helping people you can notice.
But yeah, I'm like, guys, if you are listening and you are going for mental health, yeah, like try and speak to someone and don't just bottle it up. Yeah, try to seek help, or if there's no way you can seek help, like speak to a friend. Yeah, people think therapy is like just a person speaking to a therapist. No, I could speak to your mate, speak to a partner, or just a random person or a person at work.
Yeah, I could see someone put no such thing as mental health or bollocks. Yeah, I used to think that. I used to think all that. I used to think, fucking stop being soft, but it's real. It's real. I'm a fighter and that, and it brought me to my knees. Do you know what I mean? I would do mad stuff. I would do mad crazy stuff. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know you've got it.
That's true, you know. Yeah, 'cause a lot of people don't know they have it. They're just I'm not thinking, why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
They're just going through their normal life, but until they speak to someone, that person, they realize they go, or if they get help.
Yeah, definitely. Like what is it now? I'm 34. I don't care, me. I tell people I'm not in it. I don't get embarrassed. I've been through shit. Like 4 weeks ago, I got diagnosed with ADHD and autism.
Are you doing alright, yeah? It's Black Caller Radio. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the sub button.
You are now listening to Black Caller Radio.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Did you quit? Could you have continued? That is the number one question I've seen on social media that's been put to you.
Yeah, man, I quit. Threw myself over the ropes.
Told you.
And, I went for the WWE type of move with Rey Mysterio, but it backfired.
The ref went, can you carry on? It was laid down and it was doing that. I can't continue. I got up, didn't I? I got up ready to fight.